folks, guns, gear, and on-target training out here in Oregon. Today I wanted to do a very quick overview of the Palmetto State Armory AKV pistol. This pistol, of course, is based on an AK design. However, in this case, this is a blowback operation. One of the cool things about this PSA pistol is they've done a lot of things that made, I think, the AK design even better. And we're going to talk about some of those. So the rest of it, straight ahead stuff with some really nice improvements in my mind. First of all, we have this rail up top that allows you to mount a red dot, and if you use the low mount on the red dot, you'll be able to see the sights, and granted, they're in the lower third, so you can't get a true co-witness, but quite frankly, just be able to get a mount on there with the red dot, still use the iron sights, still have them there. That, in my mind, is a really sweet feature. Trigger's great, very, very smooth, long, kind of typical AK style trigger, a fair amount of take up, and then a nice easy break, and a fairly long reset, but again, for its intended use, I think this trigger on this pistol is great. Now, some of the things they've done that also make this gun, in my mind, really sweet is they've added this really large paddle for the mag release. So, 35 round Polymer mag from PSA, and right now they've got a special on them, so they cost, I think, $16, $15.99 for a 35 round mag. That's a pretty good deal. What the paddle mag allows you to do is get that really quick release on it. So it's just up, out. You've also got a flared magazine well, which makes the magazine changes, I think, a little smoother and easier. In addition, one of the great things about this particular pistol is it locks back on the last round. And what that means, of course, is the gun's unloaded at that point, assuming there's nothing in the chamber, so you always want to check that. But that's a really nice feature. So the bolt is locked back. You take the magazine out, the bolt stays back. There is also, although it's hard to operate, there is this bolt release. So again, with my handicap, that's a little challenging to release it. I just don't have the physical strength. But for those of you with two normal hands, you'd be able to simply press down on that and get that bolt release forward, which means you don't have to come across and work the charging handle to get the gun into action once a magazine that's loaded is in there. You can simply use the bolt release on the left side of the frame here to immediately chamber around. Again, really nice design by Palmetto State Armory. We also have, these sights are totally acceptable. Again, short sight radius, that's okay with me. I will have a red dot on here. We also have a very effective tanker style muzzle break. And what's nice about this is very easy to, push the little indent pin that you would get with any AK style, take it off, and put a can on it. So right away, you've got, in my mind, some really kind of an upgrade to the traditional AK design, and PSA did a great job with this. Hey folks, if you enjoy the content of this video or any of the videos that we produce, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. And finally, if you're feeling really generous, become a patron on Patreon. So I'm very excited to take this pistol to the range. We will do a much more in-depth look in terms of shooting it. We will put a red dot on it as well, which I think will make it even cooler. Ultimately, we'll do something to add a light to the gun. Now, PSA does have different versions of this with different furniture, including some furniture with a fairly fancy tack rail on the front that you can add all kinds of whiz-bang cool things to. So once again, Palmetto State Armory AKV pistol, the side folding brace. Super sweet. Again, folks, a quick look at the Palmetto State Armory 9mm pistol, the AKV, with the side folding brace. Very cool. Thanks so much for watching. Finally, and as always, stay safe.